Well, Charles, all the talk about the quarterbacks, but running back, a very similar story this spring. What's that competition going to be like with a lot of guys after a lot of playing time that Jay had last year?
Oh yeah, I think this spring's gonna be good. We're already having a lot of fun competition out there, friendly competition. We're all trying to fill Jay's spot, and I think it's gonna be a lot different than it was last year. It's not gonna be just one back taking, 90, 95% of the reps. I think we're gonna be cycling in and out of there.
What was that like for you guys to sit back and watch that last year and know that he just wasn't coming out of a game?
It was tough a little bit at times, but it was really we were all supporting him. We knew we had one of the best backs in the nation, and there's no way when he's doing that well we could take him off the field. And so, fall camp we sort of understood that was going to be what the season would be like, but we were still trying to compete in practice to get some reps.
And given that, how eager are you guys coming out this spring, knowing what's available this year?
Really eager this spring. Everyone knows that there's a lot at stake and a lot of playing time to be had this year.
It seems like a fairly evenly matched. There's nobody that has a ton of game experience or a ton of production in their history. Kind of a free for all in this group.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, I'd say Jack, myself, and Devin all have pretty much about the same amount of experience. Jeremy McNichols had a lot last year, but he'll be back in the mix here soon, and he'll get right back into where he left off. So I think it's going to be good.
What's this group like? Is it a variety of different kind of guys, or a lot of similar skills, or what's this group like?
I think we got some different skills. We got Devin and J-Mac who are a little bit quicker guys. Corey's a little bit quick, and then Jack and I, we kind of try to live by our physical running style, and then Jackson Pryor is kind of the same way. So we kind of got a little bit of everything in the room.
For you, you came in here obviously as a walk-on. What brought you to Boise State? How'd you end up here?
Coming out of high school, it was my dream to play college football, and I really was just looking for one of the biggest places I could go. I talked to a couple smaller schools out of high school, but then heard back from Boise State. I'd been sending them my stuff as long as I could remember, and heard back from them after a baseball game in high school, and they said they had a spot for me. So,
why Boise State? Why had you been sending stuff here?
I just really like what they do. I know they got a lot of under-recruited guys out of high school, and they come here and just become really good players by their work ethic and what they do in the weight room and on the field.
What's your background? You play running back for a long time, or?
Yeah, I've played running back since 4th grade all the way through high school, and everyone in high school always told me, if you want to play at college, you probably should think about maybe playing defense or playing baseball or whatnot. But I was determined to get here as a running back, and I got a shot and tried to make the most of it.
Getting that scholarship, what'd that mean to you?
That meant a lot. I was really thankful of Coach Harston to see the hard work I've been putting in for the last couple of years, and it was just a great feeling.
Did you not play defense at all in high school?
I played a little bit. I played a little more my junior year, and then by the time senior year came around, I was starting to focus more on offense and try to get some looks there.
Were you recruited elsewhere, smaller schools or anything, or was it all walk-on stuff?
A couple smaller schools, probably all just D3s. The only visit I ever took was to Lewis and Clark, and they told me, you're not going to be good enough to play D1, but if you come here, you'll be able to start right away. And so that was another part of the driving force. I just really wanted to be able to prove them wrong too.
What's this been like for you? This experience here to earn a role around here?
It's been incredible. The guys here are so great. You show up to work every day with the guys you love being around, so they make it easy. And the coaches, we at first it was a little bit rocky transition for first week, and then that was it, and we were pretty smooth after that.
Speaking of transitions, new running back Coach Marks, how's that transition coming along?
I think that transition is going great. Coach Marks actually played running back here, so he knows what he's talking about, and he's got a lot of energy that he brings it to the room every day.
And Joe was telling me you're a daredevil or something. You like to do some fun things away from football?
I wouldn't say daredevil, but yeah, I like to enjoy my time up here. Another thing about coming to Boise was how many outdoor activities they had available, and so that was definitely something I like to take advantage of.
What do you like to go do?
I like to snowboard a lot, and I've toned it down this year knowing what's at stake, and especially after last year, but still get out there and ride every now and then.
Did you get hurt last year snowboarding?
Yes, I did.
What'd you do?
I broke my collarbone.
Oh, jeez. When did you do that?
That was in January last winter, and that kept me out most of spring. But was healthy right at the end of spring ball. Worked hard all summer to get back in shape for fall camp, and did what I could through fall camp.
What were you doing when you broke the collarbone?
Really just some stupid stuff on the slopes. I wasn't trying to trick or anything. I just got out over my front foot a little bit too much and landed on my shoulder.
I think I saw your Twitter bio says future pilot on it. Is that real? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. I'd love to fly, hopefully in the military, either the Navy or the Air National Guard, and then hopefully go on to fly either commercially or corporately after that.
So where do you go after college to work toward that?
Well, hopefully the Naval Officer Training Center out in Rhode Island. I'd like to do that and hopefully be a naval pilot like my uncle, but if that doesn't work out, then maybe just look around some different Air National Guards or possibly go to just a civilian flight school.
You've flown at all? You done anything with go out with your uncle or anything?
Yeah, I've flown with my uncle and my grandfathers a couple times, and it's been a lot of fun. Every time I get up in the sky, I feel like it's where I need to be.
So that, snowboarding, anything else you like? This is kind of a rush?
Yeah, I used to ride a lot of dirt bikes back in high school and middle school, but I haven't been on those for a while to try to avoid injury. But that's about it. I guess that's a good point.
What, jump fire in your backyard?
It was just something we were doing when we got a bunch of that snow. We set up some stuff in our backyard. We were able to build a jump over a table in the backyard and had a little bit of a fire going over it.
What were you jumping? What were you on that you were jumping with?
On my snowboard.
Okay.
We have this thing called the Banshee Bungee. It just kind of pulls you in flat ground, so you're able to get speed on flat ground.
So if you actually were to be a key running back on this team, they're gonna have to put you in the dorms or something and keep an eye on you and make sure you don't hurt yourself.
I've toned it down way down. I'm not doing any of that stuff anymore. I'm focused on what's at stake here.
What is the relationship like in that room, that group of running backs?
We all are really close. Jack, Devin, and I all came in the same year. Jack's a senior now that he didn't redshirt, but we were all here at the same time, and we've had a lot of fun together. J-Mac came in last year, made a good impression. Same with Corey, and then Jackson we just got recently too, and Ryan Wolpen too. He's been here a year and a half now. He's a good guy. We all get along really well.
Anything that you learned from Jay Ajayi, watching him all year last year, that you can bring to the table this year?
We're really just trying to match Jay's physicality. He was a beast out there every time he went out. No matter if he's getting banged up or what, he never let anyone see it, and he just worked through anything any adversity he ever faced.
I know last year a lot of the times the coaches would talk about Jay, they'd say pass protection was a huge part of why he was out there all the time. Mm-hmm. Every time Hars talks about the running backs this spring, he keeps bringing up pass protection. How big of a part of your guys' job is that?
Yeah, once I first got here, I realized that running the ball wasn't going to be the problem at running back. It was learning all the pass protection, and that was definitely what took me longest to pick up. But since I've been here, I feel like it's gotten a lot better. Jay helped us out a lot with pass protection, and Jack, Devin, and I have all been trying to do exactly what he does in pass pro.
You mentioned Corey a couple of times. We didn't get to see him last year. What does he bring to the mix?
Corey reminds me a lot of Devin, just a little bit smaller, shiftier guy who has a lot of chance to make the defensive miss. And I think he'll be able to get some good playing time this year and show people what he's got.